Hi everyone, welcome to this class. I'm Dami of 𝐓𝐻𝐇. Today we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful tulip dress. So please stick to the end of the tutorial. For our returning subscriber, thank you for always joining us. And if you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. In order to join my WhatsApp group to request for any tutorial, you can just click the link in the description box. Thank you, and let's get into this. So to draft the tulips gown or overlap gown in the front, in order to draft it, you'll be starting with the down part, that is the skirts part of the dress. So now you're just going to be using the same method of drafting a skirt, but I'll just run us through the process. Let's get our waistline here like this. So this is going to serve as our waistline. So the half length of the person is 16. So on this waistline now, I'm going to place it 16 like this. Then I'm going to be marking our waist to hip, our shoulder to hip measurements, which is 23.5. I'll mark it out like this. Our shoulder to knee is 39. So now to get the pencil effect in the front, I'm going to be stepping up from 39. I'm going to stepping up by 3 inches. So that's 36 inches, and the gown length we are working with is 40 inches like this. Then I'm going to be adding allowance for this skirt. So the M allowance I'll be using is 2 inches, so that will give me 42 inches. So I'll have this, then we can mark out can extend the lines. So this is the waistline, the hip line, the knee line now, our gown length, and the allowance for the down part. So now that we have done that, we can go ahead to impute all our measurements. So my waist is 7 inches. Then I'm adding 1.5 as my allowance for the side. So I'll add my allowance 1.5. So the hip is 8.25. So just go ahead to divide all the measurements you have by 4. 8.25. Then I'll add my allowance of 1.5. So now on this lane now, I'm going to be reducing my hip measurement by half. So what I have on the hip is 8.25. If I remove 0.5, I will get 7.75. So it depends on how tight you want it to be. But for this person, it's okay like this. So you can decide to remove 1 inch, but 0.5 is okay for this person. So I'll mark it out on the knee line. Then I will add my 1.5 for the side allowance. So I will do the same. So whatever measurements we have here is what we are going to take to the hem of the gown. So 7.75 plus the half inch allowance. Okay, now that we have that, we can connect the lines together. So for this, I'll connect it like this. So I'll just draw as the original one and also the allowance added, so we'll see the difference. Okay, so let me just write it out. Side So this is the side allowance here. Now that we have brought out the skirt, you can go ahead to cut. So I'm going to be using the same one to cut the back. So I'll just cut the back on the fabric first, then we'll come back to do the alteration for the front. The back is just going to be our basic, this same thing that you have here is what is going to have on the back. I'm just going to create the zipper allowance for the back, because the zip is going to be running from the top of the gown to the skirt part. Don't forget you are adding 0.5 for the joining of the gown to the skirt. So just mark out your 0.5. It is very important since we've added all our allowances on the skirt pattern. So now that I've cut out the back using this pattern like this, so the next we are going to draw out now is to determine how our tulip is going to be like, the overlap in the front. So we have two different ones. This particular one I'm working with is barely visible, so that it's actually overlapped very well in as much as the person's skin is not showing. So if you are working with ones that it's showing a lot of skin, then you have to make a bit adjustment than what I'm doing here. So now for this one now, this is my full skirt now. I'm opening out the full skirt. So you come to this side, the overlap is on this side, on the half side. So you come to this side of the hip now. So from your hip line, you can step down by 2 inches. So you step down by 2 inches on the hip line. Now let me highlight the center of the skirt. So now this is the center of the skirt now, and this is my above knee measurement. So from this place now, I'm going to be making a slight curve that is going to come out of here like this. It depends on how open you want it to be. So I'm going to use my free hand first. So just make a dotted line. So you can make it like this. Now you notice for this particular one, the opening is around the above knee area to the knee. So you're just going to make it like this. So I don't want it to be very open. I just want to make it exactly as it is in the design. So you just make it like this. So now let me highlight it so that we're able to see it. Okay, we have something like this. Okay, I've adjusted it on this side a bit. So this is the shape we'll be cutting out. Now if you are working with a tulip skirt that is very open, so it depends on how open it is. So you can come from this place, instead of blending it to this center line, you can decide to just bring it out a bit. So you just bring it out like this. If yours is very open, so you can just bring it out. It depends on how you want the opening, but for this particular one, this opening, it's okay. So now just extend this to the hem line and also this to the side allowance. Then we can go ahead to cut it out. So this part, we don't need it again. So this is the part of the skirt we'll be using. So for us to cut the front now, we'll be cutting 2 of these parts. Okay, I'm using this red fabric. It's a crepe fabric. So this is what I'm using for the gown. So now remember that our side, we've added the necessary allowance, and also for the upper part here and also on the hem part. So we just go ahead to pin it down on the fabric. Now I'll put my fabric on fold because we're cutting 2 of this pattern for our front. And now that we've pinned it down, the only place we'll be adding allowance here is this place for the finishing of this side. So I'll be adding 0.5 allowance on the part here. So I've added the 0.5 allowance on this side to the hem. Then we can go ahead to cut it out. We've cut it out like this. We can go ahead to unpin it so that we'll be able to place our skirts together. We'll put the pattern aside like this. So this is the fabric. I want the one side to be on this side. So you place this on the inside like this, and you place this one on it like this. So let me put it. Okay, so I've placed the 2 sides together like this. You notice that the opening is only on this down part of the skirt. So this is how to cut the tulip skirt. Then we'll go ahead now to cut the upper part. The upper part of this dress also, it has the asymmetric kind of a neckline. So I'm just going to draft the full body for the front, then we'll make the adjustments on the neckline. Please, apologies, when I was cutting out the pattern of the front, I did not remember to click the record button, so I could not record the cutting out. So what I just did is I only drafted a full scale bodice for the front. So that's just what I did. I drafted a full scale for the front, and this pattern here is what we'll be using for the back. So of course, if this one out, I'll be closing the busters. So the center front now is what will be making the alteration for the neckline. So I'm going to come here now. The neck width to be using is 3 by 3 for the wideness, but for the neck, because it's an asymmetric neck, so I'll just come to this side here. I'm going to be stepping down by 5.5 inches on this place here. Then I'll connect this place to this point and also this point like this. So I don't want this point to be totally straight, so I'm just going to make it curve like this. Then I'll connect these other points together. So this is what the neckline is looking like. So from this point now, I'm just going to be attaching the designer button that is on it. So for now, you can go ahead to cut out the neckline. Okay, so this is the neckline now. So with this pattern now, we can just go ahead to cut out on the fabric. So this is the front, and also this is the back piece. I've cut out the upper part on the fabric. So this is the center front, the side, the back, and also the side front. So for the neckline now, I'm going to be finishing it up with a facing. So I've cut out the facing for the front and also for the back. So you turn it to 0.5 on the neck and give it a good press. Then also the side also will be attaching it to the back. My back bodice, it's dartless, so there will be no need for any dart. So that with the upper part. Now the back part is down part, the skirt part. Now this is my back, the zip allowance here. So we're just going to join it to where the zip is going to be starting to where there will be no slit for the back because the opening is in the front. So I just sew this one down to the hem like this for the back. So after joining it, we'll be able to join the upper piece to each side of the back. So this is the center, the down parts of the front like this. So we open it up, you know, we've placed this one on each other. So we'll be finishing this part up with a bias. So you finish it up with a bias like this. Now this upper part, now you'll be joining the upper parts together so that they will become one like this. You join the upper parts together, then you'll be able to join the, I'll be join this line together here, then we join together the upper part and the skirt parts together on the waist line. Then we'll proceed to do another thing. I've joined all the piece together. This is the upper part, the neckline. I finished it up with the facing, and also this is the skirt parts of the dress. So this is what the front is going to be looking at by the time I take in the hemi allowance. So this opening is just going to be very short and it's going to be like this. And also for the back, I've also joined all the back piece together. I have fixed the zip like this. So this is what the inside is looking like. I'm yet to weave all the inside. So next we'll be doing now is to join it together on the shoulder line. You bring each side together, right side facing right side, and use one side to turn it on the shoulder. You do the same thing for both shoulder. So once you're done with that, then you're going to be joining it on both sides. I added 1.5 inches allowance for the joining on the side, so you're just going to join the sides together like this. So I've joined the side seams together, and also I've gone ahead to fix the zip and also the button design in the front. So this is what the gown, the tulip gown, is looking like. And also I finished the hem of the dress. So this is what the tulip gown is looking like. So thank you for joining us in our class today, and if you are yet to subscribe, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next class.